but can you understand it?
I don't think that God is against gay people.
How do you know?
I mean, like, does that sound like what God would do?
I mean, but you have to give me what's your source of truth? What's your source of truth?
You know, I believe in an all-loving God and somebody who wants us to just be people.
Do you know what that's called?
What?
It's called idolatry. When you make up a god in your own mind. That's what I did before I was a Christian. What's that?
Like you're not doing that?
No, I'm coming from. I'm. The God in my mind is the one from the Bible. So anything else is idolatry. But I did that when I was younger, before I came to Christ. My God won't judge me for stealing. My God won't judge me for lying. My God won't judge me for pornography or whatever, or whatever, looking with lust. He won't judge me because He's a loving God. I got the wrong God. When you have the wrong God, that's idolatry. God wiped out whole civilizations. The Canaanites, the Jebusites, all those ites, a lot of those. They don't even exist anymore because God just wiped them out.
I mean, how do you know?
Because the Bible tells me so.
Okay, but that's thousands of years old. Those could just be metaphorical stories.
Yeah, if you don't know, if you deny God, you can't even know what's true. Like, you could be wrong about everything you think you know. We could be in a brain or that. No, because you don't have to know everything. I don't have to know everything. I just have to know the one who does know everything. Because you can be wrong about everything you know. How do you even know that your senses are working correctly, right? Because if you're just a brain in a vat, if you're just a evolved pond scum, I mean, I'm assuming you believe in evolution, right?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. But what evidence do you have for evolution?
I mean, there's like scientists and things.
Science, yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of the popular opinion on how
it's kind of like when you say, how can you prove believing in God? I say, well, the Bible says so. It's kind of the same type of thing. You make that argument.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, can you name one change of kind like Darwin talked about?
I'm sorry?
Change of kind.
Change of kind?
Like from a dog to a cat or a crocodile to a chicken.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's different kinds of birds that eat different kinds of things. That's evolution right there. You got different species of ants.
So they changed from birds into what?
Birds into birds.
So that's not evolution.
That's evolution.
That's speciation.
No, that's evolution.
Like from a Dalmatian, and like Dalmatians and Labradors and Shetlands and all.
You breed dogs. You know people who breed dogs.
Yeah,
that's evolution.
That's speciation.
That's evolution.
Macroevolution. That was the big thing. That was one of Darwin's dilemmas. He could never figure out. He said there must be a change of kind.
Yeah, we're not speaking to Darwin right here, but I'm speaking to you.
Yeah. Well, if you're a Darwinistic evolutionist, you would believe that there's a change of kind. You just don't know where it is. And you'd also be racist. You would believe that she is not as evolved as you, because that's what Darwin believed.
No.
Because that's what he said, that women are not as evolved as men, and black people are not as evolved as white people.
I don't think that's true.
Well, you know what? I have to see if I can quote the subtitle's been expunged from the newest version of Origin of Species, but I'll see if I can remember it right. The subtitle was something like it's that the origin of species and the fight for survival of the favored races. You get that? The favored races.
John, after the class, it was nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, nice meeting you, Aiden. Yeah. Yeah, so it was nice talking to him, and we went through a conversation. That's good. That's great being here. I don't come here and like being called, names and given the F-bomb and the finger and all that stuff. That's not fun. But I come here, like, how long have we been talking? This is great. It's really good.
I don't know, we're not really getting anywhere.
Yeah, and maybe you feel that way, but I'm trying to give you some truth, let you think about it, challenge me, and think about it, soak it in.
Why do you guys have the body cams?
Well, 4 different reasons. I'll go through them quickly. One is obviously for personal protection, because people tend to behave when they see you have a body cam on. We've been assaulted. Almost everybody in this group has been assaulted at least once, just for preaching Jesus.
Well,
2 is so.
It's not because you're preaching Jesus. It's because you're preaching things that really upset people that hurt us.
Well,
that's why.
Yeah,
it's not justified. People shouldn't attack you for that, but you shouldn't be doing this either.
Well, 9 of the 10 apostles were murdered. They were martyred, right? If you knew that. So.
You can preach Jesus without.
And see,
do you know
how important this is?
Don't say God's name in vain.
What about that now?
The commandment, don't use God's name in vain.
Yeah, third
That's
commandment.
what you guys are doing here.
What do you mean?
I mean, this guy over here, he's just talking about how homosexuality is a sin. You guys are coming here to attack gay people, LGBTQ.
No, well, you know that using his name in vain technically is like throwing like trash on the ground.
No, it's using it not for God, but for your own agenda.
Yeah, but then another way you can do it is using it as a cuss word. Like if I fell down off here and went, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
I don't think
or
God
I said,
cares
"Oh God."
so much about cuss words as using him to further a false idea.
Well, he says blasphemers will end up in hell.
Yeah,
that's how
blasphemy-
serious it is.
Blasphemy meaning coming here and talking about how
Got it.
gay people are sinning and how porn.
According to what standard? I mean, that's false, but
You think
according to
that
what
cussing
standard?
is what God cares about? Not using His name to
Because he's the most important most important person in the universe. It's like, would you use your mom's name as a cuss word? You say, "Oh Nancy," when you bump your knee, like a cuss word.
I'm
Instead of saying
saying you're coming here and you're using God to spread this hateful speech. That's blasphemy.
well, that's all. There's a bunch of false things you said, but especially spreading hate. I'm not spreading any hate at all. I love you
think this
guys.
is hate?
I'm bringing a message
Tell us you are.
of the bad news and the good news. So those sins, all those, I'm guilty of most of those sins, other than abortion. I've never had an abortion, but that's a sin. It's called murder. But I'm bringing it's to make you aware of sin, that you will cry out to God and say, "Oh, I've sinned against you. I'm so sorry. Change me. I want you to save me." So maybe what I'll do, I'm gonna move so we can talk, because he's gonna preach here. Find a little. If you want to, we can continue it in a quieter place. Maybe over here.